Hey, this is Ron Woodturning. Welcome to my backyard. I'm gonna fire up Ole Grandad. So stick with me, I'll show you around and explain what Ole Grandad is. Alright, well that's Ole Grandad. I call it that because my grandfather built it. He actually built it before I was born. I'll be 64 in October. And I remember I first cooked on this barbecue pit when I could just barely see over the top of it. It's unique and way before its time. So let me get closer and I'll explain how it functions. Alright, let me show you this part. So you got this lever right here. It had a cable on it. It goes to a pulley up under it. Attaches to the bottom of that shaft, which I have sitting on this floor jack because my cable broke. So now if I want to raise and lower it, I just jack it up. And what that does is puts the coals closer to the grid that you cook on. So anyway, I'm going to fix that when I get it moved over to Texas. Of course, it's going to take a bunch of grown men to move this thing, trust me. So if you come over here, you can see that I got a little door so that I could add charcoal. And you can see right now I just raised it up pretty high, so it's close to the cooking surface. And of course, that grid comes out, and I've already got charcoal in it because I'm fixing to cook a prime rib. And I got it set up with all the charcoal on this side so I can get some good searing action going on, and then I'll move it all the way over to this side and put a probe in it until I get it at the right temperature. Now this over here is nothing more than a warming oven. And it's got a double door on it that opens up, and it's got a shelf in there so you can just put in there like barbecue sauce or beans, something you want to keep warm. Now when he built this pit, there was about a 3-inch hole in the bottom over there. I got it covered with foil and just poked a few holes because I like to cook low and slow. And I couldn't get the pit below about 350 that way. Now I can get it down to about 275. I got a temperature gauge right here. And it's upside down. And then I got a vent controller. It doesn't seal off all the way, so I got a super high-tech way of sealing it off. I put that in there and I can get down to 275. So today we're going to cook on it. And I'll tell you what, he handed it down to me. I guess I was probably 30 years old when he handed it down. Like I said, I'll be 64 October, so I'm fixing to fire it up and cook a prime rib. So let me show you the prime rib. And there it is. It's only a 2-boner, but that's going to be more than enough for me and the wife to eat. But I got it seasoned up. It's been sitting in the fridge for a few hours. I'm going to let it kind of warm up and then build a fire. Then we'll cook and maybe drink a beer. Stick with me. But first, I want y'all to meet Shop Dog Daisy. I don't know what she is. She's got a long tongue. Ah, come on, stop. Alright, go play. Cool dog. I like her. Go get him. Sick him. Alright, so all of you professional barbecue aficionados, don't bitch at me because I'm going to use a little bit of lighter fluid to get it going. I know I should use a chimney or a fire starter, but I don't have either one. And plus Myron Mixon uses charcoal. Alright, fire! We got fire! We'll let that burn down. takes a long time to heat this pit up. Plan on eating around 6. It's 2 now. But I want to get this going really good so I can put a sear on that big hunk of meat. When I get it all seared up, I'm going to move it over to the back. And then I'm going to control the temperature. I could warm it up over here first and then sear it. Either way, I mean, I've had success both ways. A lot of people are scared of a big giant piece of meat like that, but it ain't that hard. You just got to follow a few rules. And one is temperature. And we better flip it. Yeah. Let me lower that a little bit. There. I dropped it down about 3 inches. Then burnt my string off. Oh well. It'll work. I'll make it work. They got one left. No, I don't either. Ooh, that's hot. Alright, so I lost my string. I ain't worried about it. I'm going to sear this backside too. And then I got to do some rearranging because my granddad used to cook just like chicken and steaks and turtle and stuff like that on here, and they weren't very tall. So the lid touches the top. So I'm going to take this out when I get it seared up. And then I got a sheet pan I'm going to put in on the opposite side over here without this grate. And then I'll just check it from there. The only drawback I can see, you can't cook fat stuff like a turkey. Can't cook a turkey in here. You cook chickens. But anyway, we'll get it done. Stubborn. You're stubborn. No, I'm just making it worse. Almost. Alright, it's off the heat. Fixing to close the bad boy up. And I didn't have to go to plan B because it shrunk a little bit. So we're good. Alright. Got the vent set. Got the temperature coming up on 200 already. And we just got to give it time. So I'll put my temperature probe in a little while. I got it off the heat, it's good. And what I also did was lower the charcoal pan all the way to the bottom. So now I'm up high and I'm off direct. Now let's just wait. So let's wait. Yeah, right at 300, but I just shut the lid on a pretty hot fire, so it should come down a little bit. I got it all choked down. So we'll let it ride. Man, look at that color. It's still only about 90 on the inside, but I'm liking the color. And I got the high-tech temperature control device on maximum. It's hovering at 305. Yeah, I know. It's boring looking at the top of a barbecue pit, but I'm having a blast. Temperatures dropped down to about 265. I'm running 116 on the internal of the meat. The color is beautiful. My wife said she doesn't want it rare, so I'm going to bring it up to 122. And then I'm going to rest it for about 20 minutes, let it creep on up. Should be good. Alright, so when I pull it off the pit, I'm going to lay it on this cutting board, and then I'm going to put this over the top of it. Now, you're supposed to use foil, but I'm not going to the grocery store and get foil whenever I can just cover it up with this. Getting really, really close now. Check the temperature. It is 125. And I know it's going to climb a few degrees. This temperature of the pit lowered a little bit, so I had to add a little fuel and then open up the vent. You can see, well, maybe you can't, but anyway, I took the high-tech temperature control vise out and let it breathe a little bit. The temperature's come back up about 275, so we'll say 15 minutes. Alright, temperature's 129. I'm going to take it out. I know you can't see it, but trust me, I'm taking it out. And then you're fixing to see it because I'm going to put it on the cutting board. There we go. Nice. Alright, let me cover it up. Let this bad boy rest. There we go. Let that rest for about 15-20 minutes and we'll cut it. Alright, so it's been 20 minutes. We're going to see what this bad, ooh, look at the juice. Man, oh man, oh man. Let me get this out the way. Go ahead and take these bones off. It's hot. Want to cut it? Cut it. Nailed it! Yes! Alright, so let me cover this back up. Go get the plates ready. And we're going to have some prime rib. And I appreciate y'all sticking with me. I know it's not wood turning, but you got to eat. And I had a lot of fun. So y'all be safe and have a great day. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share, because I might do more cooking stuff.